Good afternoon, good evening, all the things. It is your Sick Podcast Anvil Show. We are back. We are back with the schedule release, which was yesterday. Excited to talk about our games, give our predictions. We definitely got to shoot out some hate and some love for the people who have been posting on our page about what they think should be a memorable episode. But before all that, Sammy, start us up.
Turn up your volume. Because you're about to listen to The Sick Podcast. And Bill Show.
Intercepted! Marlon Jackson! Marlon's got it! We're going to the Super Bowl! We're going to the Super Bowl! Marlon Jackson with the interception! He picked off Tom Brady!
The sickest Indianapolis Colts podcast. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah, boy, it's going to be sick. What's going on? What's good? How you boys feeling?
Feeling pretty damn good, man. Feeling pretty good.
All right, let me officially.
I'd feel better if the video for the schedule release was still up, but you know.
All right. That is the official sound of the anvil. That means that we are hot, we are ready, we are live. Yeah. Hot meaning like hot mic. Hot.
You said
mic.
hot. You said hot and ready. Just what kind of Little Caesars nonsense you got going on here, buddy?
Hot mic'd, only hot mic'd. But to your point, apparently Colts media team made a little bit of a gaffe by making a little joke in which the Coast Guard pulled up and potentially arrested a dolphin named Hill. And immediately snatched us off of socials. So for the second year in a row, I believe the Los Angeles Chargers won best schedule release. But this one was kind of lame because it was Minecraft and it was like really long and just I was not entertained. But that's just me. I'm sure somebody got a kick out of it, but
I didn't. Honestly, I had no problem with it. Like I said, it's just like I like the fact that we were being petty for once. Like let's show a little moxie. Let's not have this whole this small city hometown type of thing. No, get a little bit petty.
Yeah, get petty. Hey, yeah, shout out to Carve, absolutely. Yes, sirs. Boom, baby, gold-blooded and all the things. We are moving on to the next round. A lot of people been hating. Chris is one of those haters.
What?
Because you don't like our Pacers. Ain't that what you said last time?
No, I said I didn't care much for them. That doesn't mean I don't.
It sounds like a hater. This is an Indianapolis show. We know you live in Kansas City.
You're a Michigan fan.
It doesn't matter.
What do you mean? Like, what you can't say this is an Indiana.
No. See, okay, let's clarify some things before we jump to the schedule. See, I'm gonna have to learn old.
You know, we got a lot to talk about.
Hey, we'll get to you.
1 second, Pat.
We'll get to you.
Let me just go ahead.
Hey,
deal with him.
We will get to you, sir.
Watch this, Chris. Hey, Sammy, why isn't Clyde in the middle?
Yeah, appreciate you, Sammy. Sammy, do the things the right way. Okay. No, but here we go. So Chris, when you have both a professional team in NBA, NFL, or if you're lucky and you have, a MLB team, or if you're even luckier and you have an NHL team, you had all the major sports, I think it's like a cardinal rule. You have to root for them. The college teams, who gives a shit?
Yeah, it's federal law.
I'm just saying, like
federal law.
Like we pay taxes to have these teams, right? That's what I'm getting at. We literally pay taxes to have these teams. So you better root for them or move. But when it comes to the colleges, for one, most colleges, states are inundated with too many colleges. Like if you live in Texas, like I do, who you root for? They got like 16 major colleges here. Like who the hell do you choose? You want to be a Rice Owl? You want to be a Texas Christian University, UTSA? Never mind. More Baylor. Moral of the story is, in college, you kind of get a free for all. And I never just like college teams for my state. But Pacers and Colts, you best believe it. There you go, Chris. You've been learned. And I don't like your face.
Who's your baseball team?
The Cubs. WGN Channel 9. Grew up watching it. Would you
Unacceptable.
Oh, well, guess what? All right, let's get into the show.
That's what I thought.
Pat, you know what? You talking about we got so much to talk about, and all I see reflecting off of your eyeballs is your phone. So apparently you're not even here.
No, I'm working.
Not working.
You was late.
I wasn't.
How's a military man ever late?
We went live.
Did your nap alarm not go off?
It's been 5.5 minutes, and it's 6:21. By my calculation, we're right on time.
You're late.
Anyway, let's talk about this schedule. Let's kick the doors open. What's up, T. Collins? Chris loves the Jags. What? So does
what?
Big T.
Oh, Tim.
Good evening.
Oh my God.
What's up, Kevin? What? Jackson. Hello, Big C. Okay. Oh, Carvey. Got it. Let's just roll with it. So, Sammy, let's bring up the schedule. Week 1. First off, we opened at home this year. I know over the last couple of years we have been hit or miss. Last year we opened in week 1, but then like the few years before that we were on the road for like 2 or 3 years. So back-to-back years, we have the home opener week 1. This year we get the Dolphins, who we played last year too, correct?
Yes.
And we won that game. They came to the Dome and we beat them. Clyde loves Tennessee. I don't know.
Tennessee. You love Tennessee Titans.
Oh.
Not that hard to figure out, sir.
Oh, Stacy. Why would you ever?
Oh, Stacy got Omaha.
Yeah, that's diabolical, sinister. What's up? Oh, I love it. Yes, sir. Good evening, everyone. All right, so let's just kick the door open. Week 1, Dolphins. We know what kind of talent they got. Probably the fastest wide receiver core in the league. That shouldn't change. Tua should be healthy. He should be back. Their defense is kind of mid, but whatever. But overall, a good offensive football team. I think that's all that needs to be said about them. This is not like one of the top dogs. I say we beat these guys. I say we win 21-14. I'm gonna just because it's the opening week. You gotta get the squirrels out. You gotta figure out what works, what doesn't. You kind of gotta get your bearings. 21-14 Colts. What you guys got?
I'm telling you right now, I did not put score predictions. Just when
you don't have to, sir. That's fine.
Thank you.
Because when you do these things, we always get a disclaimer, which probably means you didn't do what you're supposed to, but you got in front of it tonight. That's fine. So I'll start with you. I got 21-14 Colts. That's a W.
I got a W as well.
No score. It's 0-0 Colts. Got it.
I haven't even seen these guys at training camp. I'm not giving a score prediction on anything.
You said we won, though, so what's the difference?
That's a big difference.
Pretty contradictive if you let me
know. A lot more time to dial in. And we don't have any information to dial in how we're going to play, offensively or defensively.
Hey, got a word from a sponsor. Hold up.
What? A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit?
Hey, Chris, where you at, big dog?
So I've been having discussions in regards to Miami. I don't think they did too much of anything to make me believe that they've improved at all. Teron Armstead retired. They lost Javon Holland. Their O-line got worse, and all they did was draft one rookie to go ahead and replace it at guard instead of tackle, where they lost their best offensive lineman. So for me, I feel like this is going to be a win. I think, honestly, this can be a convincing win. I don't know if Jalen Ramsey will still be there. I think this is a game where we probably walk away 21-14. If Jalen Ramsey is there, probably 28-14.
True. And the other thing is, I mean, by no means I'm trying to say, I'm not going to put Ward at the top of the totem pole as best corners, but we have corners that we trust now. We got a new defensive system. This won't be like, oh my God, the fastest receiving core is coming to the league, and all we do is fall back in the zones and hope we can tackle. Like we've been there, done that with Gus Bradley. This won't be that. So I'm not saying our defense will be perfected by week 1, but we should be able to heat them up. Like you said, tons of issues on their O-line. Tua, he's a headache away from missing 5 weeks. I shouldn't have said that.
That is awful.
Let me take a knee on that.
That's diabolical.
Yeah, that was heinous work.
There you go.
There
you go, Pat.
I'm sorry, football gods. Do not punish anybody on our team because I am saying
If anybody gets hurt, we know who to blame.
Hit yourself with that Jesus Christ. You got.
Yeah, well, I got to roll back. Wait a minute. Okay, let me hook myself up with one of those.
Jesus Christ.
Let's get right. Let's
Yes.
not do that.
It's only right.
Oh wow, Stacy 12-4. Okay, we're gonna get there, Stace. All right, cool. So week 1, we got a clean sweep.
Stacey,
Go
Colts.
Colts.
Go back and recount. 12-4 is only 16 games.
Yeah, Stace, we added an extra game, love.
All right, well, Stacy meant 13-4.
There you go. Yeah, get off her, man. Leave her alone, bro. I got your back, Stacy.
No, you don't, Stacy.
Okay, so now let's roll into week 2. We get to, I guess, redeem ourselves for what happened in that Broncos game last year in Denver, where in all intents and purposes, we should have probably won that game, even though we didn't play that great. A couple errors like shifted the way that game went, and then after halftime, it was just kind of toast. So from JT, like, giving the ball up too soon and not really capitalizing after that first touchdown drive that we had, like, we just didn't do enough in that game. But they come to the Dome this year, and I think that we'll remember that game, and I think this will be like a little revenge game. Not a rivalry, but a revenge game. And we start off the year 2-0. Colts 2-0. I'll say Broncos pretty solid on both sides of the ball, offense and defense. Tight game. I say 27-23 Colts. Chris, will you get to go second?
This one I'm kind of, I don't know. When you look at the Broncos draft, I think they drafted pretty damn well. They got Barron to play on the other side of Pat Surtain. I think they ended up getting RJ Harvey. So now it's just like you have somebody in the running game.
Yeah.
I feel like this is one of those games where it's going to go either way. However, I do believe that this one's going to end up being a loss.
Ooh.
I feel like it'll be a tight game, but I think this one will possibly end up being maybe like 21-17.
Early loss, 1-1 on Chris's rap sheet. All right, Pat, where you at?
I've got a loss on this one.
Whoa.
I agree with you. I do think it's going to come down to it being a very tight game, and I'm putting this one on Sean Payton out coaching Shane.
Okay.
Yeah, so this one here is going to be a field goal win.
Field goal win.
Is it? Yeah.
For the Broncos. You guys are losers. All right. So 1-1 for both of those guys, 2-0 for Colts. And before we roll on, I wanted to read some of these comments. First off, shout out to everybody that's been commenting on the post. I think we're up to like 230 something ish comments, but they are pretty fun. Here's one. I won't read names. If lucky, they will go 6-11. If AR is QB, forget it. They won't even win 5 games. Sheesh. Now here on the other side of the coin, I can see 13-4, maybe even 14-3. All depends on AR. Man, we can definitely be 10-0 at bye week. Sheesh, Matt. 8-9 realistically. Honestly, I'm scared for us in this division. We might be last. 4-13. Daniel Jones start by the 4th week. Leonard by week 12. Wow, you got to get an Omaha guy. Too bad the Monday night game will get flexed out. I bet. Go horse.
Yo.
Diabolical.
Where are you reading these from?
This is off of our page.
Oh.
See, again, somebody does not. Sammy, I want you to dock this guy's pay. We don't get paid yet. But when he does get paid, he needs to be the lowest to get paid. He doesn't do his work. He doesn't do his research. He doesn't even know where I'm reading from.
Hey, at least I'm here on time.
Bruh.
3-14 with AR, 7-10 with rookie Leonard. Wow. 7-10. Richardson has got to step up, depending too much on running backs. Well, probably around 500. So 7-10, 8-9, 9-8 is my guess. What I'm getting at is there's not a lot of faith in the community early on, despite the offseason, despite the draft, despite Chris Ballard changing his tune, despite many other things. It still seems like a lot of pessimism. Like there's no optimism. Shout out to Luis, part of the Forge family. He is going to find a way to hate at all costs. He says Also a 9-8, 8-9 run potentially. Still mid. Tired of the Chris Ballard experiment. Blah blah blah. This team is overrated. All the other things. Yada 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 yada. We love you, Luis, but guess what? Week 3. We travel to the most hated place when it comes to Colts fans. Well, that's a toss-up between Houston now. But definitely one of the most hated places to go. The Nashville. Home of Sammy's favorite squad. We love you, Sammy, but we hate your team. The Tennessee Titans with a brand new quarterback already, because the last one was not good. And I think that there's more of the same. Not because Cam Ward is identical to Mayo, but it's just that you got a long way to go. So the Colts go down to Nashville and they take care of business, and this is not even pretty. I'm going to say 31-10 Colts. We are currently 3-0 on Clyde's rap sheet. Where you at, Big P?
I definitely got a win here, an easy win. I ain't gonna say easy, but a very decisive win. That's about it. That's all I got. I didn't see them do anything great with their O-line, and they brought a lot of power in, a lot of talent. But if you can't get the ball to the talent, that talent's no good.
Who the hell they bring in? Did I miss that?
For at what?
The receiver.
Yeah, they got Restrepo.
Pat, you know what? Bruh. Chris, where are you at on this game? Who is this lots of talent he's talking about?
Man,
unless I missed something. I don't know. Maybe I missed something.
Well, they're not. No, we're not going. No, we're going to beat them. Like we're going that. Like I don't need to do any type of. Their O line is still not good. They went out and overpaid somebody who was just mid enough to be better than what they had there previously.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you didn't really make any big incremental changes to that defense. The pieces you already had in place either have to try to stay healthy or they just didn't deliver last season. So as far as I'm concerned, 35-7, we win.
Sheesh. That's a blowout. I like what you're doing, Teresa. She says at least 10-7. We're tired of the BS. Go, girl. Okay, so now we're going out west for the first time. Week 4. Colts at Rams. We played the Rams a few years ago. That was probably one of Anthony's better games. You know, the way he finished. That game probably should have went. Well, it did go to OT. We just couldn't finish in OT. Or no, did they finish at the end of the game?
No, they did. It was the miscommunication between Kenny and Juju.
Yeah, big
for
facts.
the touchdown with Puka Nacua.
Yeah, big facts. That one hurt. But I think that game will be our first loss on my rap sheet. No other reason other than the Rams are a tough team. The Rams, I ain't gonna say it like that, but the Rams had the Super Bowl champs on the ropes last year in the divisional. Though that game was a mess with the snow and all that, they probably should have won that game, but they turned the ball over too many times, despite Saquon Barkley going nuts. They have a pretty solid team. Now, we do have one of their linemen that played their tails off last year, Neville. So that's pretty awesome. And so maybe he'll give us a little insight, but I just don't think that it's enough. So I'll say our first loss. I mean, they have Nacua now. They also have Dante or Tay. He's out there, Devontae. So receiving core is still going to be problematic. Raucous crowd in LA. First loss. Yeah. I'll say Colts lose, let's call it 24-17. 3-1 on class right.
Are you just making these numbers up as we talk about each team?
I mean, ultimately, when you pick a score, what do you
do? You are.
What else do you do? Is there a program that I can use?
Well, when you went through to pick your wins losses, you could have put down your score prediction then.
No, I didn't do that because then it would be too scripted. I did the wins loss part though. It's on my phone, sir.
Hey, by the way, shout out to everybody new and commenting in the chat.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
Like I said, welcome. Yeah, welcome because these two can bicker all day. But, I mean, like I said, but I want to make sure. Hey, shout out.
Okay, Chris, that's enough. That's enough.
Keep on liking, commenting, sharing, all that good stuff.
Okay, Chris, you've been called off. Good. Okay, good. Okay. Drop Step a Poppy.
Lovers quarrel.
Look at that. Bring that name back up. That's a name. Drop Step or Poppy.
That's good. That's good, brother. Drop Step. We got
Drop Step,
we got
Poppy.
Oh, by the way.
Yo.
T. Collins is a Jaguars fan who also just happens to be a Will Levis fan also. So.
Oh, wow. He struggles at night. You have nightmares, sir? Have you talked to someone? Okay.
when it's Will Levis, apparently it's dreams. So
Will Levis and a Jags fan. Yikes.
Did the short bus take you home all the way? What?
Pat 11-6. Not this Pat down here. Pat. That's tough. All right. Who went first last time between you two goons?
Chris did.
It was Chris. All right. The what you got? Rams.
I got a win on that one.
Oh, he got to win. Of course he does.
Hey, my sheet's filled out, baby. My sheet is filled out.
That's your grocery list. Don't do me.
I do have eggs on there, though.
I saw a spinach dip on there.
It's nothing. Spinach dip? Matter of fact, there's nothing on his list but dip, actual dip. Honey, give me dip. Dad, give me dip. Dad, give me dip. That's the only thing on that list. 18 weeks of dip. All right,
we got the win, though.
We got the win. All right, what you got, Chris?
Unlike our counterpart, I do not have us winning this one. I think Sean McVay though he is very underrated, I think, in terms of coaching. And the Rams, no matter who's on their team, because mind you, they lost Aaron Donald, and they were just like everybody thought they were dead to rights, and here they are in the divisional round again last season. Like I feel like as long as Matt Stafford's at quarterback, they're going to be in the mix no matter what. I just see this being another game where it's just like it's going to be a tough game for us. So I think we end up losing this one. I think maybe a little bit more convincingly, maybe like 31-14.
But see, and this is what I'm also trying to. There's going to be some early season struggles, I believe, honestly, on the offensive side of the ball. I think the defense is going to come out ready to play just because that was the true focal point of the offseason. Now, again, like they're going to have some miscues here and there, and I don't expect them to be a top 5 defense by week 5. But I just think that like we're not going to be giving up that type of points. I just don't see it. I don't see us like getting 31, 35, like, put on us. I feel like all the games will be a tough fight, but there'll be a miscue. Like, oh shit, that was a blitz. I didn't go. I misread this. Like they just got to work the kinks out. So we'll probably lose on like a big play or two, i.e. the Puka play that lost us, 2 years ago. But I just don't see us getting smoked. But that's just me. So currently we have Chris at 2-2. We have Pat at 3-1 and Clyde at 3-1. Correct?
Yep.
All right. Cool. Moving on, the Raiders. Shout out to Chris Berman for he just signed an extension. It's going to take him to his 50th year of broadcast, and he made that term, the Raiders, very, very famous. And so, yeah, the Raiders come. New look Raiders, very new look Raiders. Tom Brady partially owned somewhere up there. Damn him. But new head coach. So they bring in old Pete back. Pete got to be 80 or close to it. So Pete back on the sidelines. They got Geno at quarterback. They picked up the awesome rookie Genty, the running back. New look Raiders. But the same outcome. I think we stump a hole in the Raiders. I just don't think yes, they have Max on the defensive side. He'll probably be a problem just because he's Max. But this is an easy win. So 24. I just like 24 this year. 24-10 Colts at home. Currently on Clyde's record sheet. I'm sure Luis is getting a kick out of this. I'm surprised he hasn't commented yet. 4-1 by my count. All right, Chris, where you at in the Raiders game?
Yeah. I know that they got Pete Carroll. I know they got Geno Smith. They got Genty. But they're still the Raiders, so we win 28-17.
That's pretty straightforward. It doesn't get any more real than that.
It doesn't. Because they're the Raiders.
The Raiders.
This one we lose.
Man, what in the hell?
I'm telling you,
what's on your grocery list?
Struggled against Pete Carroll. Always.
Like since when, Pat? Like what year you go? We played Seattle
that dude was coaching USC. Indiana teams struggle with Pete Carroll.
Nobody gives a shit about Notre Dame.
You asked me, that's what I told you.
Did you bring up your Notre Dame stats?
There's the list. Read it.
Because I'm sitting there thinking, like, man, we played Seattle like twice in like 10 years. Like, what the hell are you talking about? One year we torched them.
Pete Carroll.
That's when like T.Y. Hilton, that's like 2013. T.Y. Hilton absolutely torched
Richard over 100.
Oh,
he made Richard Sherman look foolish.
And then we went out to Seattle and lost like maybe 5 years ago.
Yeah, that was when we still had what's his face, Jabal Sheard.
Yeah. So I was like, where are you getting this from? But this man then brought up his painful Notre Dame memories. Unfortunate for you. Okay, well, fine, Pat. I'm 4-1. Chris is 3-2, and currently you're 2-3 right now. Do you really want to go to the next slide on that?
No, I'm 3-2.
No, you're not. You got Broncos loss. You got Rams loss.
No, Rams is a win.
Oh yeah, no, Rams was a win. I got Rams as a loss.
All right.
Omaha.
No,
if you're gonna host something, be right about it.
Yeah, I'll do this.
Be thinking about your next nap.
Players mess up. Players mess up. Players mess up.
Hip down.
All right. Week 6. Back-to-back home games. We are bringing in the son of Marvin Harrison. First time we get to see him live. Marvin Harrison Jr. will come to Lucas Oil Week 6 with the Cardinals, still led by the shortest quarterback in the league, running around for his life, and all those things. I don't know if they've got a decent running back right now. I don't really know what's going on in Cardinals lore, but yeah, we should beat these guys. So I'm going to give us some points today. I'm going to say 30-20, just because Killer Kyler can throw that thing.
Killer
Kyler. He gonna throw that thing.
That's not a thing.
No, it is a thing.
No, it's not. It's not a thing.
Not like in the negative light of that. I'm just saying, like, he has a lot of killer in him. Like, he's not afraid. Like, he's gonna throw the ball for 400 yards.
I'm gonna call him Kinder Kyler.
Kinder? What is that?
Because he's the size of a kindergartner.
Wow. Hey, Kyler Murray, don't come here. Don't come here and destroy us on the behalf of this guy up top. You know, I'm sure everybody's PR can grab everything. He's like, hey, there's these small time podcasters that called you Kinder. You should go for 600.
They said that when Kyler starts scrambling outside of the pocket, he looks like a baby running away with somebody's cell phone.
And for that, maybe I'm switching my prediction to a loss because Chris has just cursed us, you a-hole. Kyler Murray, he beats us at the end of the game on a Hail Mary now because of Chris. No, I'm just kidding. I'm still keeping it 30-20 by my watch.
Because Kyler Murray is Hail Mickey.
Hail Mickey. Oh, that's hilarious. Great movie.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yep. All right, cool. So what happens here?
Oh, it's a win. It's a win. Because I like Arizona, I get it. Like, you know, they're a team that constantly has to build and continuously try to build over and over again. But it seems like no matter how much they add or no matter how much they draft, it's just like the team doesn't get incrementally better. Yeah. Or I'm going to say drastically better. And to me, it's just like after watching this draft, after seeing free agency, this team, to me, didn't get any they didn't make any strides that make me believe that they're actually ready to compete. So for me, like, this is a game like 31, I want to say 31-17.
31-17. But Kyler and Marvin Harrison Jr. have a great game because Chris called him a kid with a cell phone running away. Way to go.
Looked like it.
Look like it. Okay, so what you got there, Pat? A loss? Oh,
W.
Because you know
WWW.
WWW. It sounds like a World War II vet. WW. I was in WW2. He probably was in WW2. For real.
Hey, at least I wasn't napping.
Okay, cool. You was still wearing the big yellow chevrons on your sleeve when you was in the Army? Serving with the Union?
Yeah. Small.
We got to beat the Broncos for real. That game. That's the game we lost that took us out of the playoffs. Hey, yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Comeback season. All right, so currently I got us 5-1. Chris, you have us at what?
4-2. Yeah.
Pat, you got us at 4-2.
4-2.
4-2. Okay. And then there was this game, LA again, and LA is just not good to us. This is because maybe it's just the travel schedule or whatever, but no kidding. Like LA has a solid team, both sides. They were a playoff squad. Jim Harbaugh is Jim Harbaugh. He should do Jim Harbaugh things and make adjustments. He's going to run the ball a lot, try to take the ball out of our hands. Make a long story short, Chargers win in a grind out game 20-17. I put us at now 6. No, what am I at? 5-2.
Okay.
Nobody wants to go. Okay,
I got a loss on that too.
Yeah, I think for me, it's just like Chargers is a loss. For some reason, it's just like no matter who, it's just like we generally always have an issue with the Chargers, and I think this time is probably going to be no different.
I'm not sure why they didn't split the LA games, like one there, one at home. I mean, I know they're not connected by anything other than their stadium, but still, like that's kind of crap to have to go there twice in what? We go in there twice in
4
a month.
weeks.
Yeah, that's nasty work.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it. Do better, NFL. Okay, but then there's the rebound. Titans at home, 300-0. No, I'm just kidding. Titans at home, at least 30 to whatever. Sorry, Sammy. 30-14. I don't know what you want. Cam Ward runs for a touchdown and dumps a dump pass, a screen pass for a touchdown to whatever running back that'll be playing at week 8 for you losers. 30-14 Colts, and we're back on the winning tree, and then we're 6-2 by Clyde's watch. Pat, where you got us?
Another W.
I know, Pat. You make a good point. Not you, Pat. This Pat. Yes, we went to New York twice and now that twice. Yeah, absolutely. Last year. Crazy. 12-22. Oh, yeah, we'll see you, 49 gang. Don't worry about it. We gonna get to that because y'all team is tragedy. I can't believe they made that the Monday night. Like, you don't have no players anymore, Dre. Your team sucks.
Yo, that's crazy.
That's
suck. Crazy.
Bang, bang, loser gang. Yeah. All right, what you got there, Chris?
It's a little bit closer this time around, but we still get that win.
300-2.
300-2.
We took a knee.
That's
a safety.
That's a little bit crazy.
All right.
298-6 is more like it.
Cool. That's
298-6. Yes.
Yeah, we still have a plus 250 spread in that game. Awesome.
We're gonna score a touchdown going to the tunnel at halftime.
There it is. Like, we're talking a lot of shit. If we lose both Titans game, I'm blaming somebody, not me. Okay. Pat, is this a loss for you? Because you know how you do.
I already told you it's a win.
Okay, cool. All right.
Let's go to Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, who we've been kicking their ass here recently. Remember, we couldn't get off the snide and we couldn't beat Pittsburgh for like, I don't know. You got to go all the way back to the 70s or something when we were in Baltimore. Like, I don't know. We just couldn't beat Pittsburgh. But now we seemingly beat them every year that we play them over the last couple seasons, and they have gotten worse. Even though they got DK Metcalf, who's playing quarterback. I don't know.
Apparently DK Metcalf.
They traded away Pickens, and there's a little beef, if you will, after last year's game between Zaire and what's their running back, Najee.
Oh, Najee Harris is in LA.
In LA now, yeah.
Oh, did he leave?
Yeah, he went to the Chargers. He's back with Harbaugh.
Oops. Well, then there it is. So we go to Pittsburgh and we just beat them. I don't know what the score will be. Yeah, I do. 28-7. They're bad. I'm sorry. Who plays quarterback now? For real. Like, who's the quarterback?
Will Howard.
28-7. Colts. We are 7-2, rolling into Berlin the following week. You married a winner. Oh, he's talking about old boy. All right, so Pat, what you got on the Steelers game?
Win.
A win. Good man.
Oh,
what you got?
W. Like the Steelers. I think they're still waiting to see what Aaron Rodgers says. And meanwhile, you have Will Howard and whoever, and Mason Rudolph. You have Will Howard and Mason Rudolph at quarterback. They're very unserious this year.
Very unserious and hilarious. Okay. Little bit of a sidetrack. if this is a terrible year, is this the last of the great Mike Tomlin in Pittsburgh?
I think so. And
Ooh,
honestly, I think it'll honestly be the dumbest thing that Pittsburgh has done because if we're being completely honest, that GM looking at this team saying that you're going to trade for DK Metcalf, but then also trade away George Pickens, and then on top of that, you let Najee Harris go. You also don't have a quarterback on there, and you're waiting for Aaron Rodgers. Like
it's 41.
you're like the crazy thing is like Steelers fans they hate like well not hate they don't like Mike Tomlin because he hasn't gotten them far in the playoffs and yet they've been over 500 every year for like the last 20 years.
Yeah.
So it's like they're just
And
they're
they snuck.
insufferable.
I mean, they snuck in the playoffs last year, right?
Yes.
Like, what in the hell? How did they even like what? I don't know. He finds a way, but I think that he has ran out of luck, and I think it's. I mean, dog. He's been tenured for almost 20 years. It's insane that he's been there that long. But I think that
I
all
think a
great things
change
come
would
to an
be
end.
good for him.
I mean, after that, do you even
Not good for the organization, but good for him.
like? Yeah, I think maybe he just like if he is let go, maybe he just needs to chill out for a year or two. Like, I mean, it's got to be
Yeah.
a grind, bro. Almost 20 straight years of coaching the same team, going through all the ups and downs. Lord knows he had them when he had Ben Roethlisberger. Like it was, hey man, lots of stress. I'm sure that guy has dealt with. So maybe he just takes a little time off, but we'll see. That's neither here or there. Can't wait to talk to what is it? Not talking Titans is Titans, of course. What's our Steelers cohorts?
Steelers crazy? Is
Steelers
it?
crazy. Yeah, they are a good time to talk to. Those dudes are funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, we will definitely be looking forward to that pregame talk as well with the ones with the Titans. Got actually a couple. We got Cardinals this year, which we have a sick podcast link to. We have a sick podcast link to the Raiders. Who else we got on this list? Yeah. So I think that's who we'll be talking to this year. Titans, Steelers, Raiders, Cardinals, potentially. Yeah, so that should be great. Okay. And because we did it so nice the first time, actually, the game was terrible. But the people love us in Germany, Deutschland. We get to go back, but not Frankfurt this time, Berlin, home of the 1936 Olympics. That's awesome
Jesse Owens,
because
baby.
Jesse Owens went absolutely shit in front of the Hitler, and Hitler did not want to shake the black man's hand after he destroyed all of his things there in Germany. So I can't wait to walk foot in that stadium because I am getting on a plane and landing in Berlin in November. So that's just a little shout out to all the ones that are listening, to all the people who follow the page. Let's go and make waves again in Germany as the shoe. We got to travel in masses over there. You never know when that's going to happen again. Oh, Jimmy's like, we got Bengals, Browns, and Giants. We don't play them this year. But yeah, we got a lot of podcasts now. But anyway, we play the Falcons. Falcons now will more than likely be led by the lefty. I think that the time of Kurt is over. So we'll see Michael Penix. We already know they got a pretty solid running back. They definitely got Drake London. Offense is pretty decent. Not really sure about the defense. Neutral site, but it's a home game for us. Outdoor game in November doesn't really, benefit either team. Both are dome squad. Hey, I'm gonna go with the Colts again. Why not? Gotta show out for our German fan base. So Colts get the W in a pretty good game because it was a snooze fest against the Pats. I mean, other than the big play by Josh Downs, which was the catch to kind of seal the game and all that, it was kind of like meh. And we probably could have lost that game. So I don't even want nothing like that. So let's just go good game, but 35. We're gonna get some points over there. Let's go. No, that's too much. It'd be winter in Germany. No, it's gonna be a lot of running. Let me redact. 24-20 Colts. That puts me at 8-2. Damn.
Yeah.
I am
that.
homing right now.
Yeah.
I am homing right now. Look, Jonathan Taylor has on 28, 8-2. So 8-2. Maybe that's the right thing to going into the bye. So yeah, I'm feeling good. All right, 8-2. Pat, what you got?
W.
WW. All right, Chris, what you got?
I still think that's a win, especially if Penix is playing, because I've seen some of the videos so far, and I mean, to me, it's going to be very strange. Like, especially like left-hand quarterbacks are weird. But I think we're going to get an opportunity to see that left-handed quarterback in Tua to begin the year with, and I think it's just like Michael Penix to me is like Timu Tua. So as
Oh my
as
God.
far as I'm
You see
concerned, I
what you're
think
doing?
what
Do you see
what
you're setting these guys
what
up for their manifest destiny to have the greatest game they've ever played in
I'm
any
not
football
Zaire.
game ever.
I'm not sitting there calling people out saying that if I was thinking play him in 17 games a season.
Bro, you said a Timu Tua.
Timu Tua.
You
Timu
need a
Tua.
shirt that says "I'm Bad Mojo."
No,
Because that's what you're doing. You're
no.
throwing out all this bad
Timu-
mojo on us.
Timu I can't even talk. Timu Tua is diabolical. Like Penix is not that bad. Penix can spin the ball, man.
I mean, sure, but I mean,
What
to the left side, you throw to the right, the shit's gonna hit the popcorn vendor.
the Okay. All right, Michael. On behalf of the Sick Podcast Anvil Show, please do not destroy us because Chris has no respect for lefties. Okay? Thank you.
No,
so
it's
much.
nothing.
And-
There's nothing wrong with left-handed people. My grandmother's left-handed. However, I don't trust her to throw me a ball on the right side.
And Kyler Murray,
Kyler
back in
Murray-
week 6.
How tall is he?
Please,
How tall is he?
please
How
do
tall is
not
he?
be offended by being called a child with a cell phone because this guy, once again, has no respect.
He makes $40 million a year and can't get on a roller coaster.
Oh my God! You know what? And we're moving on because now he's going to throw for 600 yards. Blame this guy.
It's gonna look like 600 yards because of how short he is.
Bruh.
So after the first wild ride of the season, 10 straight weeks of football, better than last year because last year we had to wait for 14 weeks. That was nuts. But 10 weeks of football, Colts are 8-2 by Clyde's watch. They are what?
7-3.
7-3 by Chris.
7-3.
Chris's watch, and they're 7-3 by Pat's watch. So currently, if that's where we are we sitting at 1 in the division after 10 weeks? I don't know the Texans
I think
schedule.
we're possibly. I want to technically say, I believe there's a good possibility that we either are a game ahead or tied with Houston.
I'm gonna say we're number 1 in division, just off of what we've done so far. We've beaten the Titans twice, so we're 2-0 in the division based on the schedule. But we have one more overall than them. I just feel like, I mean, the Texans are the Texans, and they have done some wild shit. They let go of Tunsil, brought in somebody else. They made a lot of shift movements up there. They're believing in their system. They think that they have it, worked out on defense. But I think they were only really beating us over the last couple of years because we couldn't defend. We have, in my opinion, started to close that gap some. We've evened that up. We have better positional players, and I think Anthony's going to have the breakthrough. So yeah, I just think that we're better than them. So we're number 1 right now in my book. But whatever. So week 11, the bye. Of course we win. The Colts are now 9-2. No, I'm kidding. It's time to get healed. It's time to get healthy. It's time to just reset because, unfortunately, this is where this is where it turns for me slightly. And I'm going to eat a little crow and actually kind of contradict myself with this Texans game when we come up here in week 13 for all that I just said. But moving into week 12, going to, how you say it? You're there. Gaya? Is that what it is? Gaya? What's the name of the field?
Arrowhead.
Well, it's not. It's Gaya.
Listen, you can say Jihad. I don't know. I live here and I don't know.
Oh, is this your mama name him? Your mama name him this? I'm gonna call him that. That's
no,
that again.
No, it's literally. I believe it's an abbreviation for what? I have no clue. I just live here. Okay, so it's Arrowhead.
It's up the street from you. My bad. That's why I asked you. Sorry, Chris. Jesus
Christ.
Yeah,
damn that. Because like I said, it's just like people ask me all the time. Just be like, hey, do you know where Jihad is? No, I don't. No. It's just like
not
not like
know
Jihad Campbell, like what you guys are calling him.
First off, that was Patrick with his whatever. You know what? Fine. Okay, so Chris has no idea how to say Arrowhead in the new way. So his mama named him.
But you know what? I don't know how you're supposed to properly do that, but I do know how to properly say it's gonna be a W.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Mahomes still has not beat Indy in the regular season by your books.
No.
Interesting. Okay. Well, he stole my thunder. It's an L for me.
It's an L for me.
It's an L for me. So Chris has us now. All of us now, or no, because Pat, you're one down now. So
yep.
Chris and I are both at 8-3. Pat is at 7-4. But we go out there and we fight. But Mahomes does Mahomes things, and it's just too loud in Arrowhead, and it's just not we just can't make it happen. We do not prevail. My thoughts. So 8-3, returning for our first battle with the Texans, and damn it, another loss. Only because the game is so hyped up. We're so ready. We play well. But there's a crucial mistake, a fumble, an interception, or something, and we lose at home in front of our fans yet again for the third straight time now, dating back to 2 years ago, final game of the season in Indy. 3 straight losses to the Texans in Indy over the last 3 years. Yuck! I hate to say it. I hate everything about it. 8-4 for the Colts. Where you at, CJ?
Yeah, this one is tough. You come off a hard-fought win at Arrowhead, and you end up playing at home versus the Texans, and they get the best of you last minute.
Yep.
So I'm going to say that ends up being a loss for us.
There you go. All right. So me and Chris are at 8-4. Pat, you're currently at 7-4. What's your call on this Texan game?
That's a loss.
Nah, man, that's another dropped.
Now, this is my theory.
Are you okay? You sounded like damn, what's his name from like what's his name? Beavis and Butthead. You sounded like Butthead. That's the greatest thing I've ever seen. That's how you started talking. What? You literally just like, this is my theory.
Well, I just pulled a gummy out.
So
my mind was really on this gummy, not speaking to you.
Yeah, we're talking about the Colts still. Really? Oh God, full gummy to the throat. You
get dumb.
Now his season currently has 36 weeks.
But look, here's where we at. We're playing Texans at home. We typically win at home against Texans.
No, we don't. What are you talking about? We lost the last 2 years. Where have you been?
Go back through the whole skit.
Okay, fine, but you got to be recent, Anyway, finish.
We lose at home, but we win away.
You hadn't even gotten there yet.
I know, but I was explaining myself.
Oh my God! So 7-5 after week 13, right?
Just wait till this gummy kicks in. Then we're gonna have some real. Then we're gonna have some real fun.
I'm hoping that we're out of here in 10 minutes before it does. Okay, so 8-4, 7-5, week 14. Isn't that something? Week 14.
I don't like it.
We go to the Jags, and Lord, I think we've seen 3 presidents since we
legitimately have, yeah,
literally, seen 3 presidents take office since we've fucking beat these guys. But this is the year. This is the year. Mark it on your calendar, circle it, highlight it, asterisk it. Sorry, Tyler. We know we love you, my guy, but you're not getting this one this year. Shout out to Tyler, too, by the way. Mr. Derby. We finally beat the Jags in Jacksonville, and it's not even a nail biter. We just
agreed.
We just get it done, baby. We just get it done, and I like how we do it. Yeah, Pat, right? Look, Mahomes has never beaten us in the regular season. He beat us in the playoffs. That would be Andrew Luck's final game, but he's never beaten us in the playoffs. Yep. I'm sorry, in the regular season. So maybe. But Duval, welcome. Damn right, Daniel. We beat them handedly this year. Sick of their shit. 29, because we always get weird scores down.
Well, yeah.
29 to 13. Finally whipped their ass in Jacksonville. Book it. 9-4 Colts currently. Where you at, Pat?
Win.
8-5 for Pat. Okay. Where you at, Chris?
Yeah, we're not winning this.
Ah, boo!
I don't. I just don't like. It, we're now going to be going into a stretch where we're literally going to have 4 division games in the last 6 weeks.
Yeah, that's nasty work.
And the tough part about it is that it's just like at this point, like we have a bye that's like week 11, so that's fair.
Yeah.
But the thing is, some of that attrition starts to set in.
Facts.
Because mind you, it's just like you're coming off of Arrowhead, where it's probably going to be cold. I mean, we're going to be back home, but then you're going to Jacksonville, where I mean, Jacksonville any time of year, you're probably going to be looking at some type of humidity, and it's going to be ridiculous. I just see this being another one of those games where it's just like we go into Jacksonville with great intentions, and we just come out with a loss either way.
And even more than like the weather or anything like that, I think it's any other outside force. I think it's just the mental part of this. Like we literally have not beaten this team at home. I'm sorry, at their home in well over a decade now, or close to a decade, or whatever it is. It's like, so I think we're dealing with that more than anything. Quentin Nelson's never won there. Buckner's never won that. Like the heart of this team has never won there. So I think they try to finally get this monkey off their back. It's almost like the Pittsburgh thing. Like we would get Pittsburgh on our schedule like at least every other year, sometimes consecutive years, like we've been doing over the last couple 3 or 4, and we just never beat them. So I think it's more so that. But it's gonna be we whoop their ass. You said it's gonna be tough. We whoop their ass. Okay, so 8-5, 9-4. Then we go out to the old, I forget what it was called, Questfield. It's called something now. And it'll be my first time, because this is a game that I have circled, my first time going to the 12th man. I can't wait. It's going to be freezing, probably going to be rain, cold and wet. That's a nasty combination, but I'm willing to do it for the boys. I did it before in San Francisco a few years ago on a Sunday night, so I'm willing to do it again. But we go out there and we defeat Darnold and whoever else is out there, because what? No more DK Metcalf. No more, what's the little guy they had forever? Lockett. Lockett's gone.
Yeah.
They got a whole new cast of characters out there, but we go out there, and the NFL is kind of hosing us. If you look at the travel, we go from Jacksonville to Seattle. Like, what? That's clear across the world. After
literally
being in
complete
Berlin,
opposites.
and then we've been to LA twice this year. Like, yeah, if we're losing or dragging ass in the first half of many of these games, just tell yourself, where were we the week before, and give a little grace. Okay. But yes, we go out to Seattle, and it's a sluggish start, but we finally get to playing later into the game, and we take care of business. So Colts 10-4 currently on my watch. Okay, Chris, kick it to you.
Yeah, this is a win. Because the new look Seahawks with whoever the hell they have at head coach, I don't see it. Like you have like Sam Darnold. He did what he did last year, and I'm gonna stick by this 100%. He did what he did because he had Kevin O'Connell. I think Kevin O'Connell is probably or Kevin McConnell, whatever. It's O'Connell, but he's
O'Connell,
one of those few coaches that to me is that QB whisperer, QB guru, and we saw what happened with Kirk Cousins. I mean, Mans went 0 touchdowns, 9 interceptions in like a 4-game stretch with Atlanta.
Facts.
And I mean, I can see the same thing happening with Darnold. I think he's going to start off pretty hot, but I think once the season goes on, we're going to see that some of that heat just starts to really die out drastically. Facts. So I mean, honestly, I can just see us winning this one. I want to say probably 30-14.
Oh yeah, I didn't give a score. Yeah, I'll go. Like I said, sluggish start. I don't know, weird. Kick some field goals. 26, 26-19. Weirdo stuff. I don't know. Where you at on this one, Pat?
I got a W.
Got a W. Now here's the thing. By week 15, Darnold's kind of known to have an injury or here or there. He was pretty solid last year. He had Jettas and, some other good receivers, Addison, but he's not really going to have that type of receiving class. And I feel like he likes to kind of scramble around and create plays. He might have one of them oopsies, bang the shoulder into the arm, or the elbow got goofy or something like that. And guess who might be starting by then? Everyone loves to hate him out of Alabama.
Jalen Milroe.
Jalen Milroe might be starting by then, and then that's a whole different type of game because I don't think that he's a great passer, but he could go and make a hell of a day because he's just going to run around and make plays with his legs. So could be a different story, but still, either way, W. Okay, week 16, bang bang, Niners suck again. I don't even know who on this team no more. For real. Like, who are they? Like, literally at the beginning of the offseason, everybody left. Like, everyone. The only ones that are there still is Kittle and Purdy.
Oh, and Ayuk.
Oh, but he wanted out. So is he going to hold out again? Did they pay him?
No, they paid him. He got a new contract. Yeah, but the thing is, he got a new contract, but I think he tore his ACL last season.
Oh.
So really right now wide receiver, they got Ricky 50 Cent Pearsall.
That's crazy. That's really crazy.
Yeah.
50 Cent Pearsall is insane.
And then Christian McCaffrey, I don't even know what's gonna happen with Christian McCaffrey because
I do know what's gonna happen. He will not be selected in my fantasy draft this year. That dude holds me. Something told me don't do it. I never get first pick. I was like, you can't trust CMC. Like, don't do it. Don't do it. Just take Jettas. Just do it. Just die, CMC. And my season went to shit. So you know what? Never. I don't care if he's free. Not doing it. Unless he's on the waiver wire, that's the only way I'm picking that dude up. Anyway, I'm sorry. Tangent. Where you at, Pat?
I got a loss.
Of course you do, because you're that guy. Why the fuck did we lose to the Niners? Why did we lose to them?
Because it's a Monday night game.
Who does the beating? Pause. That's weird.
Bruh.
I know. You take that stuff back to your OnlyFans channel.
Anyway,
who
beats us on that team? Purdy to Kittle all night?
You asked for my prediction. That's what
Fine.
It is.
All right. Well, he says that. We win on our only primetime game. This is the only primetime game. But we do win. And because it's primetime, we got to, like, I don't know, put on a decent show. It'll make it a good game. We'll beat them 30-21. By Clyde's watch, 11-4. What are y'all at? 10-5? 10-5? No. Pat's at.
Yeah, I'm at 9-6.
Pat's at 9-6. Ugh. So 10-5 right now for Chris.
Yep.
11-4 for me. Man, CMC is cooked, Dre. You my boy. I love you, but that boy's cooked.
Yeah.
And you're at 9-6. Smart man, Pat. No, Pat actually graduated in the 4th grade. So no, he's not smart.
That's because I'm so smart.
No. When I say graduated in the 4th grade, he was just done with school. See, he was just done with school. Okay, so
we got done with the schedule.
Yeah, 2 more, Sammy. Relax. Okay, Jags at home, domination, sweep. We come here. Jonathan Taylor does the Jonathan Taylor versus Jags at home thing that he does every opportunity he gets. He goes for 200 plus. Is absolutely crazy. 28-10 Colts at home. We are currently, by my watch, 12-4.
And according to your Twitter thread with him, he's going to wear them blue shoes again.
Yeah. Shout out JT for saying that they have been asking because I have been tweeting and he actually responded. That is awesome. So put the blue shoes on and go absolutely bananas, Elvis style.
We should get every fan that listens to hold up the sign that says, wear the blue shoes, JT.
Wear
the blue cleats.
The blue cleats. All right, where you at? We got to get the hell out of here for Sammy.
I'm a win.
I'm a win. All right, you're at 10-6. I'm at 12-4. Chris, what you got?
I got win versus the Jaguars at home.
That's at 11-5 for you?
Yep, 11-5.
All right. Hate me. Last game of the season. We have to win the division. We lose again. Damn it. Swept by the fucking Texans. Not because they're better than us, because it's just in our head mentally. So we go into the damn playoffs again as a wild card instead of a divisional freaking champ. So we
out of all the picks you busted my balls about, you're
Pause.
gonna make us lose.
Yeah,
you're gonna make us lose the last game to get into the playoffs.
No, not to get in. We're in. We're just not division champs yet. Fucking again. Well, we might be. We still might be division champs because we might have an overall better record, but we are definitely swept by the Texans. Fuck, I hate saying that. 12-5, final record prediction. Write it down from Clyde. That final score against the Texans in another close game, 24-21. Fairbairn beats us at the Horn in Houston. That's what I got. You too, Stacy. Where you at, CJ?
Yeah, this is a loss. This is a loss.
Swept by the Texans.
But what I will say is we get to 11-6, and 11-6 wins the division.
Oh.
So we end up actually getting that 3-4 seed, depending, and then that's us being in the playoffs once again.
All right. 11-6 for CJ, 12-5 for Clyde. Pat, wrap us up.
First of all, both of y'all can kiss it. We're not losing that game.
What?
We're not. The only way we lose that game is if we're resting starters.
Which we're not, because why would we do that? So fine. So
we
they
win that game.
And we finish on your books 11-6. All right. So we got CJ and Pat at 11-6, Clyde at 12-5, Sammy and a crew. Please make sure you capture those deals and keep those up for later in the season. Long way to go, but we want to come back and circle back to this. So before we get out of here, please bring up the handles, if you will. All right. We will start with the worst handle in all of Xverse or Twitter land or wherever you want to call it. Where can they find you, Patrick?
You can find me on the X.
On the X. We heard on the.
Say it real loud,
he said it, not me.
Yep.
At Big P Colts.
Uh-huh.
All right. That's awful.
CJ, where can they find you?
That I'm going to come a little Clyde Colt.
Hey. You can find me on Twitter at CJ Colts fan, because that's diabolical.
He is. Yeah. And you can find me on X, not the drug. It's Colts. Sammy, please bring up our handle, and of course find us on X, not the drug, at SickPod Colts. Please like, subscribe, follow all the things, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. You know what to do. Any closing remarks? And they got to be quick.
Kenny's camp this Saturday,
cool.
Up in Fort Wayne. Go to GameDayYouthCamps.com if you still haven't gotten tickets for the kiddos. So that way you just do it. So go to GameDayYouthCamps.com. Make sure you register for the camp, and we'll be out there with Z103 and Mix 105 as well. So
look at CJ sounding like a pro. Whose phone is in the background?
That's yours.
It's definitely not mine.
No, that's yours.
Nope, that means that's Chris's. It's either his dog or his phone. Or
my dog's on the phone?
I mean, last time he was barking, like when we said, what did you feed your dog? Because he's very unhappy, that one. But anywho, it's been a great show. Thank you for locking in. Thank you for commenting all the things. Like I said, like, subscribe, follow all the places. You know what it is. Season is actually really now starting to get official because we got a schedule. We got the draft out the way. Already got, rookie camp looking good. We see Anthony throwing the ball. He's looking good. It's getting real. Just lock in. Please keep the optimism. Kill the pessimism. Shout out to Luis Martiz. To the next time. Sammy, take us home.
And that's a wrap. Hope you don't miss us too much until next time. Follow the Sick Podcast and Bill Show on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Google Play, and Apple Podcasts.